Yo, what's up, guys? Today is really exciting. I have been waiting for this moment ever since I moved into my tiny house about 9-10 months ago, which is to tile my shower. Now, I don't know if you know, but I live in this tiny house behind me, and it's 55 square feet, so it's 5 by 11. It's really small. The shower, I believe, is about 2 by 2 feet, maybe a little smaller. So it's really small, and I basically did some temporary solutions, and it's been a little bit longer than temporary now. So I think it's about time for me to get it done and get some real tile in there. Look at these tiles that I have. It's just normal white tile. They're probably the cheapest ones at Home Depot. Just very basic and, you know, average and whatnot. I've just been putting this off for so long because I was nervous for how much money it would cost, and also for like the time it would take to do it. And honestly, I think that I was just like lagging and being lazy because I already actually have a lot of tile left over from a job I did on my rental property. And I ended up just buying more tile, more materials, and it only cost like, I want to say altogether it cost maybe $100, maybe even less than that. And I might need to get more materials. I'm not too sure yet. But I'm just really excited because the past 9-10 months now, I've been taking a shower in there almost every single day, and it is literally so cheap. It's like literally so bad. I'm going to show you here in a minute, so you can get like a glimpse into how it's been the past like almost year of living in this thing. But I'm just really excited because this is going to be a game changer. This is going to make me feel excited to take a shower going forward. I feel like every single time I take a shower, I'm kind of like avoiding it because it's not like the best situation. It's just not great. And also the wall is peeling off right now. So like I said before, I'll definitely show you what I got going on there in a minute. Let me show you what materials I have here ready to go. It's just like so hot. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sweating a lot. The sun is beaming right on me. It's been such a hot day. It's probably 100 degrees right now. All right, so here's all the materials I need. Of course, I got this big old bucket of tiles in there from an old job that I had, other job I had going on. And then I have 2 new boxes just in case I need more. I did do the calculation of how many like square feet I need, and I believe that this is more than enough. I have my tile cutter. Luckily, I kept this thing from another job. I was actually going to return it after the job, but this is like perfect because I can, you know, use it for this one. I gotta have a little, what are these things called? I don't know. Gotta have a drill because I have to take off the other wall. And then I got this stuff. It's already like it's already pre-mixed, so that's good. And then this stuff is, I'm gonna use this thing to like make, you know, put on the wall and whatnot. Got a nice little sponge, these separators. And then I actually got this for the floor because I'll show you what's going on with the floor. All right, let's go ahead and get up in here. I can show you how it's looking. I don't know if you see my tiny house, but here's how it's looking. Look at my little baby fan. I got this thing going because it really is like that hot, guys. It really is that hot. Look at the sun. It's beaming down, guys. You probably can't even tell just from that, but the ground right here is too hot to even stand on. Like, that's how hot it is. Also, I had to actually bring this plant in from my greenhouse because it literally died. Like, so much of it died. It's actually kind of depressing. Anyways, the shower is over here. I'm gonna have to take all this down when I do the work. Like, all this is coming down because there's not enough room. But this is the shower. It literally is like plastic. So this is how I've been living the past 9 months. The shower head is nice. The plumbing is good. I even like these little things. I don't know how I'm gonna go around these. There might be enough room just to put them behind, but yeah, that's how those things look. And the shower head is really nice, but it's just these walls, guys. It's just these walls, and it looks like it's gonna be going all the way up there and then curving down here. So it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple design. But let me go and take this toilet out though real quick because obviously that's got to go. And I was even thinking about tiling right here. Maybe it would make it look nice, or at least painting it something, because I never liked how this looks. Never liked how that looked. This whole thing's coming off too. The tile's gonna start back here. So let me take this toilet out real quick. All right, let's go on and get this toilet up out of here. Pretty easy and simple. I just have to do that every time I take a shower. It's not too bad. I feel like on literally every single video I have ever made on my shower, on my toilet, just on a tour of the place, everybody's always saying, move the, you know, shower out of the tiny house, or move the toilet out of the tiny house, make a little outside situation. I don't mind if you know, comment that. It's okay if you think I should do that. It's all right if you tell me. It's okay. I get it. You know, it's a valid, you know, it's a valid idea. It's a really good idea. But me personally, the whole thing about living in a 55 square foot tiny house is living in it. I don't want to add on to it. I don't want an addition. I don't want to make it bigger. I do have my greenhouse as an art studio, and like it just holds all my art stuff and like some random stuff like my guitar, and like that's really about it other than art. But like I have that for that space and to hang out and to sleep in. I sleep on my hammock in my greenhouse, but in here during the winter I'm going to be sleeping here again on my I have a massage table over here. But other than that, I don't want anything outside of the tiny house. Like it's the whole thing is the challenge for me. I love living in a small little space. Like I don't know why, but I do. I know it's different for most people. I know a lot of people think I should, you know, make an outside kitchen and then an outside bathroom and an outside like all this stuff, but no, I want it all to be in here. So I just wanted to make that clear off the top because I always get comments like that. And I don't know why I feel the need to keep everything in here and why I don't want to branch out other than the fact that I like the challenge. So I hope that's like enough of a explanation for you not to think that I should build on this place or make it bigger or put the shower or the toilet outside. Like that's why I want to keep it in here. So I know it might seem kind of crazy to want to keep, I forgot I had my glasses on that whole time, but to want to keep the toilet and the shower outside, but there you go. So anyways, let's go on and take a peek at the shower real quick. So here's the shower. So it is a very much of a tight squeeze. I have to like move these clothes. Well, actually, these clothes are usually like right here. I was actually just grabbing something to wear this morning and moved it. So kind of still a tight squeeze, but here's how it looks without the toilet in it. When I'm in there, it's pretty small. But yeah, and I also have my toilet paper holder over here. I just recently got this thing. Oops, it's about to slip out. It keeps it waterproof. This thing's waterproof, so I just keep all this in here when I take a shower. And then I have this shelf up here. So I can already see some issues. I hope that I will be able to still have, like, be able to put these screws in the wall to hold this thing up. If anything, I could put all the stuff over here. And then same thing with this. I do need to be able to put 2 screws in the wall for this. But I could also move this out further, I guess. But yeah, it's looking pretty straightforward. What I think I'm going to do is work from the top down so that I do the cutting at the very end of it. But I did want to show you this flooring in here. I haven't even looked at it since I did this work. I randomly did this because the whole tiny house isn't level. So since it's not level, every single time I take a shower, it all goes to that corner. So I actually added on more concrete since moving in here, and it just didn't help at all because it's just completely not level. So today I'm going to be using that concrete to make it more level after I put the tile in. So that's another job. So I'm planning on taking one last shower, just to, you know, one last hurrah, and also because I need a shower today, and I do think that it will take a couple days for it to dry and be ready to take a shower in there after I put this tile in. But since it's such a hot day, I think I'm going to go ahead and hop inside my pool real quick, just for like a quick 15-20 minutes, and then come over here, take my last shower, and then finally get the job done. So I'll bring you guys with me along the way. I'm really hoping that there's no issues today. I hope it's done in like maybe a couple of hours. I think it will be. I think the only problem will probably be like maybe if I need more of like I think it's called like grout. If I need more of the grout stuff, that might be an issue. I can just go drive to Home Depot and grab more. And then the other issue is probably going to be going around like the water like valves or whatever it's called. And also the floor, to like level the floor, bring the floor up so that the water can all go into the drain. So, you know, I have a couple of obstacles to overcome, but I don't think they'll be too crazy. I'm guessing that when I actually start on the work, it will maybe take 2 to 3 hours, I hope. I honestly think there's a chance it could only take 1 hour or two. But it's about how long it takes to take down the shower and like the current shower walls and then, you know, put the new one up. But anyway, let me hop up in this shower. I'm about to put on some sunscreen. No, I'm not trying to get burned out there. Yeah, because I always be forgetting to put on sunscreen for some reason. But I'm really excited to hop up in this pool. It's such a hot day. But I really can't wait to get to this shower. I've been planning on doing this for, I want to say like 2 weeks now. I bought the materials about a week ago. I had some incidents happen. My sister was originally going to help me with the shower tiling, but she ended up just not being available today, so it's all good. I'm sure I can handle it on my own. The only other tile, The only other tile job that I have done is I did, like I said, in my rental property, I did some work, but it was just a, what's it called, like behind the kitchen countertop, the backsplash. So I only done a backsplash. Um, so yeah, but other than that, I haven't done any like real tile work. And I think I'm gonna use the rest of the tile after this to build a tile table. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? A little tile table. I've always wanted to build one of those, honestly, and they seem pretty simple and easy. Well, maybe not simple, but or maybe not easy, but simple. Wow, that was such a refreshing little swim there. Honestly, I really needed it, especially because I think I took one or two too many hits off that bong. But it's time to hop in the shower for the last time. It's kind of sad that it will be the last time because although I am ready for this big change and like upgrade and stuff, I also feel like I will miss this little time of my life of having to go through this struggle of, the water collecting at the bottom and like the walls falling down and just like looking at the uneven squares, like how they're not perfectly like lined up. Like honestly, always pissed me off a little bit, to be honest. But I will miss it, and I'm sad for this time to just, I'm sad to move on to the next chapter in my shower journey. You guys know how it be sometimes. Like it's like moving in a way. Like I'm really happy to move, excited for this opportunity, excited to upgrade my life, but at the same time, like I will miss this little part. So I don't even think I had to explain. I think you guys know exactly what I mean. But anyways, it's time to hop up in this thing. I need to turn on my water heater, but I'm honestly thinking let me take a cold shower. The last shower I took was actually cold because I didn't want to turn on the hot water heater for some reason. Sometimes I'd be tripping about that hot water heater, like it's gonna start a fire or something like that. I have like a really big fear of fire, so I'm like, we'll just take a little cold shower. But I probably do that like 10% of the time. Anyways. I'm about to hop in. I'll do a little time lapse for you guys. That's all I got for you though, because I just need to get to the work. It's already like 3 o'clock now. What time is it? Oh, 4 o'clock now. So it's about that time. If I think it's gonna take like an hour, I'm gonna say it will take maximum 2 hours. I think I can get started by 4:30. Honestly, 4:15. Cause I'm just gonna take a shower immediately. I think while I'm in there, well, I'm gonna have to wear clothes, so I think I'll take the shower and then maybe I'll just stay wet so I can keep myself cool. I don't know, actually, that doesn't sound too good. Either way, this is what I mean when I said I smoke too much. Anyways, I'm gonna get to it. Also, like, this is such a random thing to even mention at all. I'm not like affiliated with this company at all or anything like that, but I definitely want to recommend like these like waterproof headphones, like any waterproof headphone in general. I really recommend people getting them because it is honestly life changing for me. I always listen to music while I was in the pool. But like I always wanted it to be like underwater with me, so I looked up these headphones. I got them, and it's just been amazing ever since. Like every single time I go swimming, which is like almost every single day, I wear these while I'm swimming, and then immediately hop inside the shower and I bring them with me. So I'm like just bringing music with me. It's like so cool, especially if you like to just loop like a few songs, because that's what I like to do. Just keep on looping one song and just like listening to it the whole day, even though it's not connected to my phone, so my phone could be like anywhere. So, anyways, I wanted to just kind of mention that, even though I mentioned it quite a few times, just because it's just too. I don't know. I'm just like it's just too life changing for me for some reason. All right, here's how it's looking, guys. This fan has helped me so much. I literally was dying throughout that whole thing. Like, look how sweaty I am right now. Like, it's this fan is helping out. Anyways, these two things actually ended up just popping off. It's kind of funny, you can see the daylight through it, but yeah, they ended up just popping off, and I hope I can get them back on. I'm trying to look around to see, like, was there like a screw attached to them? I don't even know. It's kind of hard to tell. But these are the original walls. And they're looking pretty good. I'm a little bit scared for these corners. I honestly feel like what I'll do is, like, nothing fancy, just put one here, and just put a lot of the, like, stuff in between the grout or whatever. I found this dead spider over here. Look at that thing. It's nasty. Anyways, I also do see this thing still sticking out. I don't know how I'm gonna get that thing out of there. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty ready to go with it. I just cannot get over these walls though. Can't get over these walls. And I'm also thinking I probably should scrape this thing up. And I'm actually surprised that, like, I think this might be mold or might just be dirty. It honestly just feels like it looks like dirt. I don't know. But I was expecting to pull this thing up and actually see, like, a real mold because, like, every single time I take a shower, it's super, super, super wet down here whenever I'm showering, and it always gathers up over there. And I'm looking now, and it looks like there's a hole. So there's probably damage on the outside as well, but I'm not even going to worry about that today. But I'm thinking I'll scrape up as much as I can, get this just all nice and cleaned up, and then do the work on the walls from the bottom to the from the top to the bottom. And then once I get down here, I'll worry about that whole situation. Maybe even after the walls dry. I'm just not sure how I'm gonna go about the floor yet. I just know I have the concrete, and I could buy more concrete if needed. Also, before I get started, I thought I would just kind of say a little bit more about the shower situation and why it even looks like this in the first place. When I bought this, like, tiny house shell, it was just like $1,000 off of Craigslist, just a shell. I can even actually put some pictures here. I don't really ever show, like, the before that often, honestly. But when I got the place, it looked like that, super empty and everything. I knew exactly where I wanted, like, the sink to go and where I wanted the shower to go. I originally actually wanted a real toilet, so I also got the plumbing installed for that. But basically, what I did was I just mapped it out, and I also insulated the ceiling, and I painted the outside. Like, I did all that kind of stuff, the cosmetic, basically. But plumbing wise and electrical is literally just an extension cord, so nothing really there. But plumbing wise, I had a guy off of Craigslist come through, and I kind of see, like, I don't know. I always have hard, like, times with, like, handyman, because since I'm so young, at least that's what I think it is. Or maybe because I'm black, or maybe because I'm trans. I don't really know what it is. It might be nothing, and that's just how they are. But I always feel like I'm treated so, like poorly, and like I'm getting, like, screwed left and right because I don't know things. And anyways, that's kind of what I experienced with this whole shower situation. And it got to the point where, like he even left all his, like, a lot of his tools, like a lot of the materials behind. Like, it was like pretty bad, and what honestly wasn't even that bad. I just kind of accused him of not actually doing the work, and every time I see my shower, it's not done. It should have been done in like literally like an hour maybe. He took two, 'cause I told him use the cheapest materials, free materials, I don't care. So basically what it is it's two, like, what's it called, like, what is the name of those things, it's like those things that like people, like companies use to put random things on top of, and they like ship it out and whatnot. But anyways, it's like two of those things here, and he just put some drywall on top of it, and like then put this waterproof stuff over here. And these are like random materials he found around his house, I guess. And you know what, for what he did with what he had, he did a good job. Just his communication was terrible. That was the only thing that I really didn't like. But anyways, that's why it's half done. That's why I ended up putting the stickable tile on there, which actually cost me $100. I think maybe even $150. So I should have just put real tile on at that point. So I feel like with this whole tiny house situation and like building and whatnot, I feel like I have made a lot of like bad decisions, and that just kind of comes with it, I guess. I never owned a tiny house. I never had to deal with like a little tiny shower and like make a decision about things just, you know, like this. So, you know, I'm going to give myself some grace on, like, the bad decision I made up to this point. But going forward, I really want to try to make the best decisions, really put some investing into it. That's why I'm doing this shower today. And it's, like, a really big deal to me. It's not just, like, getting a new shower. It's, like, finally getting something that I've been wanting to get done. And on top of that, like, doing something out of my comfort level. You know, I'm kind of scared I'm going to fuck this shit up. But I don't really think I can fuck it up too much, honestly. Like, it can't be that bad. And one of my rentals actually got a whole like new shower bill, and it literally cost me $3,000, and it was like 3 times the size of this, but 3,000, that don't even sound right. So but I do want to say that guy did a really, really good job. It was actually a black guy too, which it's so rare to find like a black like handyman here in Portland. And he was on time. He did the damn thing. He even had his wife help him. He did a good job. But I'm just saying, $3,000 for a shower is like insane. So I learned from that I don't want to get a professional, and that's why I'm doing it myself. Anyways, let me get up into it and let's see how long this takes. Right now it's about 5:12. I'm guessing it's gonna take me 2 hours. I think I'm gonna be done by 7:15. Like fully done. Like at least the walls are fully done by 7:15, and maybe even the floor, honestly. But the floor is not gonna take too long. I'm literally just gonna mix it with water and throw it in here. See, this is exactly why I've been so scared to even do this job, because I knew I was going to see something I didn't want to see. Basically, over here, we got some situation going on. It looks like mold, right? I mean, what else would it be? So, yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, it's coming off pretty easily. I think that what I should do is I should go in and chop off all this stuff around here that I can. Just get all the loose stuff out of here, put it in a trash can, get it out of here, and then clean up all this, like it's even here. Looks like that's the only spot on the wall. It's like just over here. So yeah, because this will, I don't know, I hope I'm doing the right thing, because if I'm not, like, it's kind of permanent. But what I'm imagining is getting all this random stuff out of here, clean up all this, obviously do the tile job, and then back here just go ahead and getting just filling it up with the new concrete, and it won't ever go down there again. I mean, this side of the tiny house feels sturdy. It doesn't feel like weak or anything like that. But I definitely will take a look underneath the tiny house. I really don't want to. It's way too hot right now. So maybe later, maybe after the job's done, I'll look over there. But for now, let me get all this stuff up. I got everything over here ready to go. I actually do have like this laser thing that, will make sure I'm like putting in straight, but I'm gonna be real with this project. My goal is just to get tile on the wall. It's not to really get it straight. I don't really want to do anything crazy, so I'm not gonna be using this thing. I think a lot of you might be pissed off or like annoyed or think I may be stupid for not using it, but I really just don't want to do that. It already is a big project, and it's just me taking a shower in here, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I think I'm just gonna go with an artistic approach and put things where I want them to go. So I won't be using this, but now it's time to actually get started. Oh, but before I do start, I did want to mention I ended up having to take out the drywall. I think there might be even more drywall back there. Yeah, that's more drywall, but it doesn't feel like it's necessarily as ruined, but the piece that I took off was definitely like done for. And there's fully a hole at the bottom down here, but I really just think the best thing to do is just to cover it up with some concrete. So I really hope that will actually do the trick. And if it doesn't, then I'll have to fix it, I guess, but I'll take the chances. Whew, okay, I'm running into some issues here. A few things are my phone is overheating. It's about to be dead, so I have to charge that thing. I just drank like 3 smoothies and I'm so full. So I definitely need a break, another break, just to chill out and like lay down and not do anything. But I do have 2 rows up right now. I am a little bit nervous I don't have enough material. Like the glue stuff that goes on the back of it. And also I thought about it more and I think I forgot to buy one big piece of this whole project, but I don't need it until tomorrow after this dries, which is like the stuff that goes in between. I don't know what it's called though, but yeah, the stuff that goes in between, I didn't buy that stuff. And also back here on the wall, there's like not enough room for there to be a full one, so it looks like I'm gonna have to start cutting, but I really don't want to cut it, so I think I want to try to move them all over if I can. Oop, my phone's dropping. I just bought a new tripod. This one's kind of broken, but anyways, let me show you what I got going on. So basically, this is how it's looking. But over here, definitely not enough room for a whole one. And it would be right at the spot where that whole situation is. So, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I'll do all the areas, continue going up, and then just wait and do that one last since I have to cut it. Yeah, this thing is really keeping me alive, though. I'm so hot in here. I'm literally sweaty. And also, I turned on my water real quick so that I can, like, wash my hands and eat and, wash a dish. And this actually just turned on the water over here and it spewed everywhere. It got all over the floor. So, yeah, it actually even got inside this bucket, unfortunately. But I immediately turned off the power or the water and yeah, but I'm scared I won't be able to get these guys back on, so I'm thinking I might have to even fix this. When I get to this point, I'll probably have to fix these guys and see what's up with them before turning back on the water, because I think it might be stuck in the on position somehow. So, I don't know, I'm running into some issues, but I am going to get this job done. It is looking like it's going to take me a couple of days. It's kind of unfortunate too because I actually have a custom rug I'm supposed to be working on like later tonight, which I still might at least get the drawing portion of it done. But I thought that this wasn't going to take all day, and it's looking like it's going to take all day, which I should have seen coming. That's why I've been kind of procrastinating on it, but it really is taking forever. I think I'm just going to lay down right here, or maybe inside my greenhouse, chillax, relax, let my phone charge, come back and get to it. I really don't see it taking much longer. I mean, it's already 6:57, so basically 7 o'clock. My guess was going to be 7:15, so it's been an hour and 45 minutes, and I only got this much done. So I'm moving a little slower than I thought. But I could see myself getting all the way up to the top of the wall within, I don't know, maybe like an hour. I feel like if I just locked in, I could get it all done in an hour and then come back and cut that one portion over there in the corner. I just don't think I should be cutting all that. I don't think I should do that. That just sounds like a lot of work. So let me see what I can do. Maybe I can push it over or something, but it might be too late now because everything's dry. Or maybe going forward up the wall, maybe I can figure something else out because I don't know if you guys can see it, but over here, well, there's like so much going on. There's like kind of like a little bit of a crack. So I'm imagining I push over the tile a little bit more, like into the wall, because there's still this much room. And then over here too, maybe on this wall I can move them over a little bit as well, and maybe I can get them all to fit. And then maybe just these two right here I'll cut, and those will be the only ones excuse me, that I have to cut. So that's kind of my plan right now. But for now I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. It's looking good so far though. I apologize for the terrible lighting, but here's how it's looking so far. I kind of stopped putting spacers in between, especially on this back wall, because they don't really fit that well, but I did get them all to fit on one row without being cut. I still will have to cut those two down there, and I'm sure at some point at the top, maybe I'll have to cut, probably on this wall. These ones I'll probably just keep going until, well, I might have to cut this wall too. Either way, I actually ended up running out of this stuff as well as spacers, so I'm gonna head over to Home Depot right now. They close in about 40 minutes, so I'm gonna run over there, grab that, and then my plan is basically to hop up in here and get this done tonight, so that tomorrow, and I'll also grab that stuff I forgot to grab, the grout. So I'll go ahead and grab the spacers, grab more of the glue stuff, grab the grout. Tonight I'll get all the rest of the tiles on, and then yeah, the plan is just to tomorrow to grout it up And yeah, I think that's a pretty, solid plan. And then also when I grout it, I'm kind of thinking what I'll do is I'll grout it tomorrow, and then after I'm done grouting it, go down to the floor and do the that situation to get the floor right. So I'm loving how this tile's looking. It looks beautiful, honestly. I'm gonna get these. All right, I forgot I have this light. It looks like it's daytime in here. But yeah, it looks amazing. I really love it. I actually ended up buying a different product when I was there because I saw something a little bit cheaper. But these three things together were literally $60. So the price of this is getting more and more expensive, but it's gonna get done. All right, guys, it is all done. I like how I was able to put one more at the top going around there. That looks really nice. Unfortunately, one couldn't fit right here, but I could paint this. I could cover it up with a piece of wood. I could do something. I could do something there to make it look pretty. I am thinking about making one more row going down right here. I just need 10 more for that, and I definitely got 10 more, so I think I'm going to do that. And then it looks like I have to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I only have to cut 6. That's not too bad. I was thinking about cutting those up top, but it's just not worth it. I think it looks beautiful. So I'm really happy about that. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this one last row over here, and then I guess I'll get this stuff and I'll bring the machine in here since it's so dark outside, like it's literally nighttime. So I'll go and bring the machine in here, cut the pieces, pop those things up, and then finally clean it all up and get it ready to be grouted. Or is it grouted? I think it's, yeah, grouted. Get it ready to be grouted for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm thinking like bright early in the morning, I'll go in and grout it to get it over with. Because I would love to take a shower ASAP. Well, even if it's not tomorrow, I can go to my sister's house tomorrow, I guess. And I was thinking about putting some tile over here, because I saw I had so many extra like this, but I don't know what's doing the most. I think I can just cover all this with like caulking or anything, and then paint this like a prettier color. Maybe even just the same blue that's on like these walls. But yeah, I think it looks amazing. I mean, look at that thing. Alright, well, that's really it for today, guys. After I cut off the phone, I am going to add these right here. I just can't move this light with this, you know, I can't put these on with this light right here. So I'm going to have to wait. And I need the light to show you guys how it's looking. Unfortunately, I do got 2 little tiny holes. And you know what? I'm going to keep it like that. I don't even care that much. I don't really want to cut more pieces. It's just so small that like my cutter can't cut that small, or at least I don't know how to. But it looks really good. I like that I added 1 more row. I think it looks amazing. So yeah, I'm just really just gonna clean it up. I'm just gonna watch 1 more video real quick on TikTok to make sure that I'm doing this right. But just to make sure, like, do I take out the spacers now? Do I clean it now, or do I clean it tomorrow? But I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to clean it now, and then tomorrow come with the grout. But anyways, I guess I'll clean this up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I can get the job done with no issues tomorrow. The grout as well as the floor, and then take a shower in this boy, maybe the following day or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Guys, I can't lie, I'm feeling really, really out of it right now. My entire house is a mess. I don't know about this tile job. I don't know. I mean, it looks fine, but I'm just like, will all this stuff come off? Like, I don't know, it's pissing me off. And then over there, just all that liquid is going into the fucking hole that I'm trying to avoid getting wet. And I don't know, I just feel like so low energy right now, like I can't even like do it. I'm just overwhelmed, I think. I'm just really overwhelmed. I just canceled a lot of things I had going on today just because of this. Like, this is why I hate doing jobs like this. Like, I love it, but I hate it. Like, every time it's always like this, I feel. I think I just need him, even though, like, this issue actually seems pretty, like, urgent to, like, figure out and, like, move. I just can't do it. So, I'm just gonna take a break. I'm gonna go and hang out for a second. I just had to eat some cookies and milk because I don't even have any cold water. Usually I have water in my fridge, but I don't. And I just feel so nasty. Like, look at my hands. Like it's just, it's gross. My feet, like, I don't know. I just feel really, really, really gross right now. I feel stressed out. Like, I can't even do this anymore. But I'm going to have to because I need a shower. I think the best plan of action is take a break, come back, fix the bottom area down here. And I don't even want to go to Home Depot and buy more things. Like, I just don't feel like doing anything. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do the concrete situation like I said. I'll put some waterproofing at the bottom, do the concrete, level it down so it goes into the drain, and just, like, be done. Wipe off these walls a little bit more, too. And just hope that the knobs work after I put them back on. But anyways, yeah, I'll be back in a second. Whew, okay, I'm too happy I got everything done. The only thing I actually have to do around here is clean my dishes, so I feel a lot more clear-headed. I think I'll just get a little bit stressed because the whole mess in here. But I put everything how it's supposed to be except for the toilet, so I can give you guys a full tour of the place. I think it came out pretty well. I actually just had to go back in there. I didn't film or anything because it was just such a tight little corner. But I ended up going back in there and I had to put some caulking one side because I tried to put some of the what's that stuff called? The grout in there, but it was just like the wall was behind. There was a lot of space behind it, and I kept on putting more and more grout, and it just felt like it was just stacking up, and it just wouldn't have worked out that way. So I put some caulk in one spot. I'll give you a peek at that. Yeah, let's hop up in here and see how it's looking. Oh my God, I am sweating so much. This was such a workout, and it's again a really really hot day today. So yeah, it's been hard. I'm just happy I got it done for the most part. So here's how it's looking. Here's how the space feels. It feels a lot bigger, even though it's not really that much bigger. But before there was another layer and it was like kind of more circular around the wall. So now that it's square, I actually feel like I have a lot more space in here, like truly. So that's nice. I don't like how back here this is all exposed and it looks like ugly, but I could put a rug here, I could paint it, I could even put the tile there if I cut it, so there's a lot of things I can do with that. So, of course, I had to add back my little mirror. I love having a mirror in my shower just because I like to look at myself when I'm washing my face, making sure I get everywhere, and maybe even sometimes I, shave. Not really that often, but it is a good spot. I actually do shave now. I'm looking kind of musty. But I ended up deciding to put this shelf on this wall only because the holes weren't really matched up over here. I couldn't find a spot where two holes match up. And I like how it looks. I think it'll be easier to grab my stuff and like, also look at my hands. Look at my hands. But yeah, it'll be easier to grab things. It'll be right in front of me rather than like on the side of me. I have more space to kind of move around in here. This shower head got a little bit dirty, but that's all right. Look at my little plant over here. I honestly, when I was like scrubbing it down, I was scared all these ones were gonna fall off because as you can see, like the wall actually ends like halfway, but they ended up staying in. I feel like I did a really good job at cutting this one. It looks pretty good. There's still more of the stuff on there though. It's kind of sad that this painting is actually covering some of the tile, but I like the painting right there, so I'm gonna keep it there. This thing actually is not even the real time. It ended up, like, the battery ended up coming out, and yeah, what is this over here? I didn't even see this. Oh, this is covered in, yeah, there's a lot of spider webs in here. This is supposed to be over here. So this is like my toilet stuff. I spray this every time after I go to the bathroom so that gnats don't come. And then here's the POV looking down. I ended up putting this mat back down. I have a lot to say about the floor, but I want to save that for last. These guys back here, it was really hard to get up in there and like get rid of all that, but I think it looks good enough. I ended up getting these guys to work again how they usually work. As you can see though, I had to just fill this with grout and fill that with grout since I couldn't really, cut a small enough piece of tile. These things are pretty, I couldn't hide them, but that's all right. That's where I had to cut it. But I think it looks pretty good. It looks better than it did before. I think that's like my main thing. It looks better than it did before. I know I didn't do a perfect job, but yeah, it looks better than before. And also, I was happy I was able to get this guy in. I actually realized I ran out of toilet paper, so that sucks. I'm going to get some delivered for tomorrow, but I ended up having like a random ball of toilet paper, so I just kind of shoved that in there. That's kind of funny. And I'll just use that until it comes. And yeah, I mean, this wall's looking good. Here's the POV looking out. This beautiful plant. I was actually even thinking about putting that plant that I said died in the greenhouse, like right here or somewhere up here. I think that would look kind of cool and just like dangling down when it starts to grow a little bit better. Let's move on to the floor though, because that's kind of the most issued part. So this floor, I feel like I'm going to get a lot of comments about this floor. And it's okay. I'll take some advice. I'll take some criticism. But basically, I don't think that my idea worked too well. And that's why I just slapped this thing on top. I don't have time to worry about it right now. Unfortunately, it really sucks. But I put this in here, thinking that it would harden and stuff. And it looks like most of it didn't really harden. It looks like it's just basically rocks. But I do got this waterproof, like, stuff in there. I don't know how much of waterproofing it's doing, but it is doing something. This is the area where I put the caulking. Oh, as I can see, as we can see, I need to put more in there because there's already a little bit of a hole. But yeah, I need to fill that thing up because this seems like a really crucial spot of this whole shower. But yeah, I need to do something different with this flooring. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. Maybe put more concrete, maybe put some tile. And I know it needs to be done ASAP, but I can't lie, I'm probably going to be taking a shower with it like this at least 1 or 2, maybe a whole week times. But you know, I'm doing what I can. And yeah, because this hole right here, it's like there's still like it could still go up. Like, I don't know, I just really hate how this floor turned out, but I'm just glad there's things I can do. And it really sucks that I ended up finding that mold over there, so like it's even worse. Like, I hope I'm not doing something, or I hope I didn't do something. I hope that this situation doesn't make it worse. That's all I'm looking for. Like, hopefully it doesn't make it worse, and hopefully I can just go ahead and fix it sooner than later. I do plan on fixing it soon, so that's good. I think I will go ahead and try to squeeze this plant over here, because why not, you know? Ooh, it's big, it's heavy. Ah! God damn. I'm scared that this thing can't hold it, but... I think that's best, so that over here I can just have, you know, space to eat and whatnot. This might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this toilet back in there. I just want to see how it looks with it in there, and I just want to, you know, have my space looking normal again. So, you know, hopefully it doesn't mess up the process of this floor drying. Wow, it definitely looks like it's a lot more room, a lot more spacious. Yeah, it feels just better in here. Obviously, the tile is just so nice. I love it so much. I'm really happy I ended up doing this, even though I have more work out to do. I'm gonna probably caulk. I think I should caulk this right now, and I just don't know when I'm gonna do the floor. I might even, I don't know when I'm gonna do the floor, so I can't really tell you that right now, but I can tell you off the bat, it feels so much bigger in here, and that was kind of the main thing. And the waterproofing and whatnot, I just love it so much. I am just sweating so much. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop in my pool again, because it really is just so hot right now. And then I think I'm gonna drive over to my sister's house to take a shower, because look at my hands, guys. It literally looks like Halloween, like fake, like dirty hands from like a witch or something. Like, it's bad. But I'm just really excited that I was able to do this work. I'm just sad I have to do more work now. I'm gonna do some thinking tonight at work, thinking about like, okay, what can I do with this floor? Like, should I do tile? Should I add more concrete? Like, I really don't know. Should I just buy like a floor? Because I have seen on the Home Depot app that they have floors that are like $200. Maybe I can find one used, but will it fit my tiny shower? Like, I just don't really know exactly what to do. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. But I probably will have already done the next step by the time I posted this, because I'm going to be posting this in like a week from now. But either way, I'm always, you know, my ears are always open. I could always redo something. I think I did a good job on the tile. I was like, before I even started this job, I was thinking I'm gonna tile the, you know, backsplash of my kitchen. But honestly, it was just so much work. I don't really want to do any tiling anytime super soon, but I definitely will be tiling that at some point. I just love the green look. Maybe there's a way I can paint my tiles, because I definitely am missing like just the green vibe. I really did like the green look to it, but I think the white looks good as well, so I'm not really tripping too much. But either way, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to my members. I also did want to give a really big shout out to somebody, one of my subscribers. I'm going to keep them anonymous because I don't know what they, want me to say or what they don't want me to say, and I want to respect them, and I just want to shout out to them because they actually hooked me up. Somebody sent me a really big like gift on I think it was like Venmo or PayPal or something like that. It was PayPal. Yeah, so pretty much somebody sent me like some money, and that is actually a really big reason why I'm actually going to start like really getting these projects done. It was so random. I've never received honestly any like anything over like $50 from somebody randomly, and it was a gift for me and my sister because she's always in my videos. Definitely go and check out her channel. She just started it up. So anyways, I just wanted to say just a quick thing and saying thank you to that person who sent me that money because it was just so random and like so thoughtful, and I want to be in the position to do that for somebody else in the future. So and it will definitely be helping my life so much. I already bought myself a couple of gifts. I'll be making some videos on that, but the main reason I wanted to mention that is because that is why I really was able to get this project done. I knew it was going to cost more money than the amount of money I already put into it, and now it will cost even more because I'll do the flooring, and I'm going to be getting other projects done like the loft in here, tiling the backsplash of my kitchen, and I'm going to be redoing my greenhouse very soon. I probably can't get all those projects done with the amount of money that they sent, but it would definitely be like getting it going and getting it started. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that, and I'm just really grateful and thankful for that. I'm really grateful and thankful for my members. I'm really grateful and thankful for you guys just watching and just being by my side, helping me get through hard times, because I feel like I'm always doing really good, then I'm doing like really bad, then really good, then really bad, and I just love that you guys are rocking with me either way. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about my project here, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace.